Hello, my lovelies. It's time to look back and see how I did for my 2023 goals. So stay tuned. So I had a lot of goals in 2023. A lot of them I forgot about until I was like going over what I said my goals were. And yeah, there were a lot I forgot about. It's funny how like you have such great intentions at the beginning of the year or the end of the year for the next year, and they may last for like a month or two, and then they're gone. You forget all about them. And that's kind of what I did, though I did manage to complete quite a few of them. So let's go over those. Let's start with my bookish goals. So as of filming this, it is December 30th, so there's still one more day left in the year. And as far as like Goodreads and all that stuff, I've only entered my books through the end of November. I haven't entered December's books yet, so I can only tell you my numbers from this point. But my first goal was to read 120 books, and I have definitely done that because by the end of November, I had read 153 books. And I'm not sure how many I've read in December already, but I would say I've gotten through at least 160. Goal number 2 is one of those that I totally forgot about. So it was to haul less than I read or unhauled the month before. And in the very beginning, I might even have a page of that here. Hold on, let me look. I may have done it in a different notebook. But in the beginning, I did actually have like a thing where I was like, okay, this is how many books I've read. This is how many books I've unhauled. This is how many books I hauled this month. And that literally lasted only like for a month or two. And then I forgot all about doing that. And so I have no idea. I could have maybe gone back and like looked at all the footage from all my hauls and stuff and all of my wrap-ups and everything. But I can say I didn't really pay any attention throughout the year. So I almost certainly hauled more. Maybe not, I don't know, but I wasn't keeping myself accountable. And that was kind of the point, was to try to keep myself accountable, and I wasn't doing that. So the next goal I had was to complete or unhaul 12 series that I started. And I had a list of 12 that I would like to do. And I did complete some of those, but I didn't complete all of them on that list. However, I did complete or unhaul at least 12. So let's go over the list of the 12 that I initially had. I had the Nevermore series by Kelly Krieg, and I did read that, and I still own it. The Unremembered series by Jessica Brody, I did read that. The Eldest Curses by Cassandra Clare, I haven't finished that series. The Last Hours by Cassandra Clare, I haven't finished that series. The Bromance Book Club by Lisa K. Adams, I read all but the last one. I totally meant to read the last one in December and forgot all about it. Desperate Measures by Katie Robert, I've read all but the last one. Renegades by Marissa Meyer, I've read all but the last one. The Luck series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, I did read that. Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger, I've been working my way through that, but I haven't finished it. Sea of Ink and Gold by Tracy Chi, I have read that. Shattered Me by Tahara Mafi, I've only read the first book. And The Atlas by Olivia Blake, I've only read the first book. The ones that I have either unhauled or completed, other than those, the Internment Chronicle, the ones I've just completely unhauled, we have The Internment Chronicles by Lauren DeStefano, The Wedding Date by Jasmine Galori, The Menagerie by Tui T. Sutherland, System Divine by Jessica Brody, Deadly Class by Reagan Youth, Beautiful by Jamie McGuire, Tiny Pretty Things by Sona Sharapotra, Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh, and Riverdale, it's like Michael Moscow or Michael I don't remember who. I just know Caleb Rory wrote like the last book, and that was the whole reason I bought the series, but then I I just kind of lost interest on reading the series. So yeah, I haven't hauled the whole thing. Ones that I did actually complete and still own, I have Stalking Jack the Ripper, Twisted by Anna Huang, How to Hang a Witch by Adriana Mather, and This Be the Stoop by Zach Gorman. So I did complete or unhaul 17. So yay. Okay, Twitter goals. So I have 2 Twitter accounts. I have my Completely Melanie Twitter account, and then I also have the Seasonathon Twitter account. So for Completely Melanie, I started with 1,107 followers, and my goal was 1,250, except I really haven't been active on my personal Twitter, like, at all. And so that actually dropped from 1,107 down to 1,088. For my Seasonathon, I started with 773 followers, and my goal was 1K. And I was kind of surprised because I feel like Seasonathon has grown quite a bit. But I know our Discord has grown because I started a Discord and we have that now. And that's grown significantly. But the Twitter account actually has dropped by 3. So it's currently at 770. My Instagram goals. Okay, so the first goal was to post at least twice a month. I didn't do that. I did better again for like the first half of the year, and then it just kind of fell off. Yeah. I did end up actually starting another Instagram that's supposed to be like for my travel and stuff, and I was doing really, really good with that, and then I kind of dropped off. So I'm really bad with like posting on those things. I'm really good with posting videos on like YouTube and now TikTok, which I'll get to that. I'm really good at getting those things posted, but I don't know why Instagram is just not an easy thing for me to keep up with. I had said that I was hoping to get my followers up to 2,600, and I started at 2,456. And surprisingly, it did actually go up. It went up to 2,479, so I got 23 more. But I did not hit my goal. But it's probably because I did not continue to post. And then with my new Instagram, I have gotten up to 50 followers on that. And I really like my new Instagram, but I just need to like get back to posting on it. And my third goal for Instagram was to create an account for my little free library and post weekly updates. I didn't do that. I did start a new Instagram, just not for my little free library. And I was posting, but I dropped off. For my little free library, I was posting on my Nextdoor app, which it's just a local thing. I was doing that like on a weekly basis or so, so people could see what was in there and, you know, maybe come to my little free library. But that, again, I stopped doing. People still come to my little free library. I just don't post about it. Okay, so for my channel goals. The first goal was to continue posting 3 videos a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I have definitely done that with an occasional extra one thrown in here and there. But for the most part, I've consistently done Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday every single week. The second goal was to start back making my Have I Read It videos. And looking back, I was like, did I stop doing those? I guess I did for a little while. But I definitely am back to doing it. Yeah, so that was kind of a funny thing to see on there. The next one was get back to filming monthly wrap-ups, and I have been doing that. I didn't get back to doing my monthly wrap-up vlogs until later in the year, but earlier in the year I was doing, one way or another, I was doing a wrap-up. Whether it was just like a really quick short wrap-up or that directed you to like whatever vlog I discussed the book, or eventually back to what I was doing for my regular wrap-up vlogs, where as I finished the book throughout the month, I would tell you about it and then make that into one video. And so I've gotten back to that. I said I wanted to grow my coffee patrons, and I'd like to get up to 20. I don't know how many followers I initially had at that point, but or supporters, because I didn't write that down. But as of today, I have 26 followers and 18 supporters. I said I wanted to do monthly live hangouts with my coffee patrons, and I have been doing that. We at least have a movie watch party every month, but sometimes we'll also have months where we do like playing games together, or doing live reading sprints, or both. And it's been a lot of fun. Goal number 6 was to hit 5.5K subscribers, and I started at 4,905, and I smashed that. Like, oh my goodness, did I smash that. I was so excited. Snickers under the table with a bone now. I couldn't believe it. Like, it was in, I want to say it was in February that I hit the 5K mark. And that just blew my mind because it happened so quickly. And it was like right after I did my first Temu video. And things just went crazy there for a while. And I was just like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I smashed that. At this point in time, I have 6,781 subscribers. My next goal was to hit 1 million lifetime views. And I started at 811.2 thousand. And I also smashed that. Things just really took off in February, and then I had a few other times that like went up, and things have definitely settled back down significantly since then. But overall, I've gotten 1,056,733 views. And then my last of my channel goals, I wanted to start a second channel. Now back then I was talking about doing a second channel on like DoorDash, like doing DoorDash or something, doing something where I was like making money. But in the end, I haven't done that. I also am not doing DoorDash or anything like that at the time or at the moment. But I did, instead of starting another YouTube channel, I did start a TikTok, and that is my.grand.adventures, and it's travel, you know, because I obviously love to travel, and I'm going to be doing a lot of travel in 2024, and so yeah, I started a travel TikTok, and it's a lot of fun. And then on to my life goals, which again was really funny to look back on. So for the first one, it was to have an estate sale. We tried. We really did try. It just kind of fell through. I had everything scheduled. I was going to happen. And then the people just kind of fell through. And so in the end, the estate sale didn't happen. I tried selling off some stuff. I brought some stuff over here to do for yard sales eventually. I gave a ton of stuff away. And I left a lot of stuff to other people. The next goal was to fix up the old house to sell. And again, I was doing that. It was funny because like I was in the process of fixing up the house. I was doing so much work. I was repainting the entire inside of the house, as well as doing a bunch of other things. And one day a lady came by to get some rabbit hay, because I had a box of rabbit hay that I had ordered from when we had the bunny and didn't need the rabbit hay anymore. And so she wanted it. And so it was something I was giving away. And she met me over at the house, and I had her come in because I was just getting there and about to be painting. And she came in and I showed her around the house because I had stuff kind of here and there and everywhere that we were getting rid of. And I was like, you know, hey, let me know if you want any of this other stuff. And she fell in love with the house, like fell in love with it. And I told her I was fixing it up to sell it. And she was like, my friend who's a realtor has been trying to get me to sell my house for the longest time, and I really need a bigger place, and I really love your place. And she asked me how much we were going to sell it for, and she's like, I can actually afford that. So she's like, let me talk to my husband and everything, and don't do anything yet. I was like, well, I wasn't going to. I was just going to keep working on fixing it up. And she legit went home, talked to her husband. Her realtor called me the next day. They immediately started packing up all their stuff, put their house on the market, all of that, and have since sold their house and are doing like a rent to own on our house for now. So the third goal was to sell our old house, and it kind of sort of has. So she was like, you don't have to do anything else. We'll take it just like it is. And we came up with like all the paperwork and an agreement on everything. And so, yeah, they're living there. They're changing whatever things they want to change to an extent. They are limited on what I'm allowing them to do until they actually purchase it. But for right now, they're doing like a rent to own. And it works out. So still wanting to sell it, but hopefully to them eventually. They just have to wait a little while because they had a bankruptcy due to a medical issue, and so they're having to wait for that to go away in order to be able to get whatever financing to actually purchase it. So for goal number 4, that was to unpack our new house. And back in October, we hit the 1-year mark of being in this house. And I'm ashamed to say, the house is still not completely unpacked. It was kind of like we got to a point and then we just stopped. But we really need to finish, because we just have like piles of stuff here and there and everywhere, and it's just not cute. So we need to do that. Goal number 5 was to eat better, and I don't think that I have at all. Maybe I don't know. I really can't tell you. Probably, I don't think I've eaten much different than I was, but I definitely should be. Goal number 6 was go to the gym. I might have gone one day. Maybe. I can't remember. At the beginning of the year, it's possible I went one day. But I've been paying for a gym membership that I need to cancel. Number 7 is to take walks. And I have been doing that. I've done a lot of walks with mainly Einstein and Snicker. Bella didn't really do a whole lot of going on walks by herself anyway. But yeah, I've definitely done a lot more walks. Drink more water. I would say I have done that. Number 9 was to be more mindful of how I schedule my time, where I would give myself at least one day off a week to do whatever I wanted, and one day off to work on the house each week, whether that be cleaning or unpacking or decorating or whatever. And for a while, I don't know, maybe a couple of months, I was doing really, really good at that. I was being very, very mindful of making sure that I gave myself that time. And I don't know, I think it was before Marty and I left to go do our transatlantic cruise from Amsterdam to New Jersey in the fall. I think it was before that I started failing at this, because before that point, right before that, I was trying to film and edit and a whole bunch of stuff so that things would post during the time we were going to be gone, because we were going to be gone for like overall, I want to say like 3 weeks. And I wanted the videos, because I'm posting at least 3 videos a week. I needed to have those pre-filmed and edited and uploaded, so I didn't have to do that stuff. And even some more after I got back, because I wasn't going to be doing any film, like editing and stuff while I was away. So I needed to have that cushion. And so I was doing a ton of work before I left. And then once we got back, I had a ton of work to do to continue, like, to stay on top of things, because everything that I had pre-filmed and edited and all that had already posted. So now I was back to like square one. So I was having to build things back up. And then we had holidays and all that other stuff. And so I've been pretty much every day filming, editing, editing. And I've not been doing this. And I definitely need to... I'm going to be making changes next year, which you'll see when I discuss my 2024 goals. Changes that I'm going to make that are going to help with that, to make sure that I have more time. And then goal number 10, it was my final goal, was to pay off the art. For those of you that know, I got kind of stupid with art. And we bought a lot of really cool art, really expensive art. And I'm happy to say that we did pay off the art. All of the art has been paid off. And I'm not getting any more art. I've been banned from getting any more art. But I love our art. It's beautiful. If you see this box, like right here behind me, that's art that's still not even hung up. We have more pieces. Lots more pieces that still need to be hung up, but it's all paid for. Okay, so those were all of my 2023 goals. I think I did on them. Some I did really good. Some I really did very, very poorly. So overall, I would just say I did but hopefully, you know, I'll do better in 2024. It's a brand new year. And hopefully you all had much more success with reaching your goals for 2023. If you did or didn't, share down below what some of your goals were that you did accomplish or that you didn't accomplish, and that you'd like to try to next year. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.